Us for another episode of Iron Panther Presents. We got a Tubi movie for you provided by Marcus Atkins, The Caretaker. I thought it was caregiver at one point, to be honest. So I thought that was a play on words. But anyway, we're going to talk about this Tubi movie. What happens when the person you bring into your home to take care of you tries to take over your life? Pretty standard story, to be real. But anyway, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like on the video, comment on the video, share the video. Let's see what Tubi gave to us this time, shall we?
Wait, I got to do it now. Wait, this is gonna be funny. Wait, you ready? I got to do it.
This is awesome. This is amazing. I love it.
It was psychological. It was emotional.
Extremely entertaining.
But as always, as we try to say here, as we said, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And as we talk about this video, please like on the video and comment on the video, and we will get back to you as soon as possible.
Yes, Marcus asked us to do this review, and I said, all right, bro, it's a movie. I can do a movie. TV shows take a little bit longer. But Kim, what did you think of The Caretaker?
It was okay. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't. I didn't think it was good. Sorry. I was like, okay, what are we doing? Like, they didn't really give me enough about this dude for me to care. Like, I was like, yeah, I mean, caretakers or caregivers can be horrible people. Okay, this is true. But it was just so random. Like, to me, it was just random, right? And then there's no, like, the wife didn't like contact anybody. Like, this guy just comes walking up saying, I'm the caretaker. And they had already told her that it was going to be somebody Chin, right? The last name Chin or Wong or whatever.
Yeah.
And so you take him saying, oh, that he's being investigated and whatever. Oh, okay, no problem. What? He's going to be coming into your house. Like, you should want more information. You know what I mean? None. She didn't check on anything. She was just like, okay, come to my house. I was like, this is crazy. This is weird. There was no office visit because in the hospital, they have the people who actually set that up for you. They actually come to your bedside. They talk to you. And I know this because my son has done this job, my oldest son. And they come to you and they ask, they get all your information. They ask questions and how is your house set up? Can I come to, you know what I mean? Can we send someone to your house? There's a lot
about, yeah.
And I was like, did you stand there and watch this man exercise your husband? How does he take him to the bath? None of this is going on, right? I was like, this is very unprofessional. All of this. Even Lisa in her, okay, well, you're not a girl. But anyway, Lisa's outfits going to work. I was like, where does she work at? Because every outfit she had on was a hoochie outfit. I was like, where are you working at? I didn't like anything that she was wearing. Anyway. But yeah, and it wasn't like the guy was crazy, but he wasn't that crazy, if you know what I'm saying. It was kind of mild crazy. So I was like, this is boring. Like, it was boring for me.
So this is what I thought the housemaid was going to be. Like, again, that kind of standard, the innocent, worker who just wants to make the family's lives better, wreaks havoc on the family, and since he is a man, he wants the wife and he wants to get the husband out the way, and he's gonna, and crazy things are going to ensue until he gets her, right? Like, I was like, okay, that's what we're gonna do. Everybody, this was the most delusional family I've ever seen. Like, it was insane how, like, yes, I was. So then the husband and wife, before even the car accident even happens, wife is like, why are you always working? Why can't you be here with our son? Like, I gotta help pay the bills, man. She's like, I can't understand you. And then her sitting around with the wine with her friend. I'm like, are you a housewife complaining how you got a roof and wine to drink? You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but then she's working. What does she do? Like, how you not understand I got job? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then the son almost having a mental breakdown because dad couldn't come to a basketball game. I'm like, what movie are we trying to get into? But and I was like, oh, gonna be hurt. There's gonna be a point where he has to be home. That's what they're trying to set up. He don't have time
Hmm.
for his family until he's hurt, and now he has time. Now all he has is time for his family, right?
Right.
So I got that, but to your point of random as fuck, Nate kills some random patient.
Yeah.
No dialogue, no name, just I smother you and I take your bracelet.
That's it. And you wear it.
And he loves his trophies. The only thing
Yeah.
consistent in this movie is the fact that Nate loves trophies, particularly
Yeah.
something on the wrist, right? Like something you
Hmm.
can wear.
He
Because I
took
think
the watch to the old guy. Yeah. Hmm.
he took Jerry's watch, right?
Yeah.
So and then he took the Chin's we didn't even see Chin. Like
Nope. Nope.
show us Chin and that their co-workers and Chin is like, oh, I'm about to go work with the Miles family. Oh, really? No, you're not. Like,
Yeah.
give us
Yeah.
some kind of like psychology or pathology. How do you kill and why? Like, if you can kill people at the hospital, why the hell are you going home with this family and actually helping Miles get better? Because by the end of the movie, he can move. Like he
He
beat
can move. Yeah.
this
Yeah.
man
Yeah.
to death.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I thought I got confused as far as who was obsessed with the wife or the husband. So that's a good question. It had to be the family. He wanted to be the father, right? Because all of a sudden he's doing basketball with the son, and daddy has to watch from the second floor because somehow he can't leave the bedroom for some reason. And then I'm gonna have dinner with your wife. Like he was trying to replace him, and you've seen that before,
Hmm.
especially when the kid was like, I'm getting bullied. And I'm like, okay, so Nate is gonna beat up this kid. Like he's gonna I thought the kid, we never saw the kid, we never saw the bullying. He just told him to punch him in the nuts. And somehow that
Yeah.
makes I was like, I don't,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And didn't tell his mom that this dude told him to do that either. Didn't say anything to mom.
Right?
Just
He just
took the advice of some stranger. Yeah, he told me to do that. Okay.
at least that I thought was going to cause an arc. You told my son to do what? He
Right.
got suspended. You
Yeah.
don't need to be here. Instead, it was like, oh, my son got expelled, suspended for fighting another kid. You mean the bully? So, like, did he defend himself or he just randomly attack him? Different
Right.
story. But I thought that's what that. Then he's like, no. Let me talk to your son before you. Let me soften him up. She was like,
And
okay.
he trusts me. He trusts me. Wait, what did you just say, sir? He's known you 2 seconds. What are you talking about? Don't be talking to my son about anything at all other than basketball. Like that's all you have permission to talk about.
And also, you don't even be doing that unless you are wiping my husband's ass or making him dinner. And I don't know a nurse that does all of that. Like does the food, the bathing, and the medication. I'm like, and that's expensive as fuck. If you got
It's very expensive. No, my parents had that care. It was very expensive, and we had a person that lived with them during the week, and on the weekend we had another person that came in. So whew, it's expensive.
so I'm like, to your point, where's the realistic conversation of this is $20, $30, $40 an hour? Like, I'm like, none of this is discussed.
When she said, "Oh, so you said it's a live-in also," I was like, "Do you know how much that just jumped? That could be. I'm telling you, they could add on $1,000 to his fee for like living in house with them.
Yes,
I
yes.
was
I was
like, your husband's working like a dog, trying to provide. Even though I see you work, but still, he probably makes more
you're
money than she does, right? So he's working his butt off trying to make sure that his son is able to participate in all this stuff,
yeah.
And then you have the nerve to be like, well, yeah, go ahead and come. And then who has a hotel rack in their spare bedroom? Did you see that? Where
I
the
didn't know.
guy, when you're in a hotel and they have the little rack that you can put your suitcase on.
Oh, okay, I get it. I
Who has
didn't.
that? I was like, what? Anyway, I couldn't believe when her husband, and I don't know how your marriage is, but when I was married, if I told my husband, this dude is drugging me and he tried to drown me, I'm going to check this out. I'm coming home in the middle of the day, sneaking in through the back, and I'm like, what are you doing to my husband? Do you know what I'm saying?
No,
None of this.
none of
None
this
of
happening.
this.
She turned on him. You need to get
Yes.
yourself together. I'm
Yes.
working and taking care of our son. Stop being difficult and take your medication. I'm like, bitch, I'm leaving you for your friend because your friend
Yes.
actually cares about me. Like, I was
Right.
like, oh, what do we do? Yeah, I thought he wanted to be with the husband. When he first gets in there and he's like, so how long you been married? Was that like? So when he bathed him again, I was just like, this is a bit much. He was like, it's okay. I'm like, his arms work. Also, the description of this movie is wrong because it said a paralyzed man
Yeah, it did
comes
say
home,
that. Yeah. Yeah.
and this caretaker has to come to. And I was like, this man can walk. He can move his arms. You know what I'm saying? Like he may have a broke leg or a fractured leg, but he is quite mobile. He don't need a
Right.
sponge bath for the
No.
record. So I'm like, what
No.
is going on with this?
His
And
wife can bathe him. I thought that was like overkill. Like, why are you even doing this? His wife is perfectly capable of putting it on. But okay, the only thing I could see the reason why they did that is because maybe it was hard for him to get in and out the bathtub because the way you have to,
no, I get what.
depending on your bathtub, right?
Right.
Depending on how high it is, low it
To get a
is.
chair. My mom, like, she couldn't move. Like, she had to sit down. She had to sit in her shower, right? So when
Yeah,
she
yeah.
got there, so you
True.
get
You
a
can
chair,
have the chair.
you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And I was like, and then, and yes, Kim, yes, she wore skin tight clothes every day. I'm like,
Yes,
what?
Candy. What was happening there? What job is she working at? The beach. Like, she on
I was,
flip flops one day.
is she an escort? Like love don't pay the bills. She's like, I gotta get out here. I gotta be hooking. I'm doing OnlyFans. I can work from home. I was like, I was like, baby, you don't have to leave the house. You can use the other room and make a couple of dollars because but to the kind of idea of he's putting work ahead of his family. Like he
Yeah.
said, being gone for 2 weeks, he was already replaced. Like, did he lose his job? What about the car accident? Like, you should have sued somebody for a lot
They
of
didn't
money.
even talk about that part. I thought I thought that the accident was caused by the caretaker. I
That
thought that would have been good.
That would have been good. That would
Hmm.
have been good. Like, they, for some reason, he saw him in the store or something. You know,
Well, he
like
saw him running. He saw him running around the neighborhood.
there you
And he
go.
was like, or
There
he
you
saw
go.
it like a lot of men peep out other women, other wives. They peep out the wife in a grocery store.
Yeah,
So they kind of stalk you with their
yeah,
cart and they
yeah,
follow you guys. So I would have thought, oh, let's do that. Let's see, he sees them in the grocery store. He says
yeah,
something to them, or he
yeah,
picks up something.
yeah,
Here, ma'am, you dropped this. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And
yeah,
then that's how he all of a sudden is in love with Lisa, and it's like, I'm getting rid of your husband.
yeah,
Or
yeah.
maybe when he was in the hospital, he walked in, or he saw her walk out of the man's room. Somehow, can you put these together? Like,
Look, you are absolutely right. I was like, it didn't make any sense. Oh,
mm-mm.
hold on. He kept him drugged up so he would act up and trip on his wife. But no, it's just like when he woke up, he was agitated, and as he should be, he
Yeah,
somehow saw the cat. What really irritated me was that he was able to get up enough to hobble over to the shelf, but somehow his strength wouldn't let him actually get to the shelf and be like, there's the camera. He'd be like, please check the shelf. Motherfucker, walk to the shelf. You already got out of bed. That's probably the hardest part. Like, just,
right.
and where's his walker was over there in the corner. Why the hell do
Yeah,
you got a cane when obviously both your legs don't work? Like, get the walker.
Walker. Yeah,
I was like, what?
the Walker actually gives you more support than the cane. Yeah,
Right. I mean, because, and especially in his condition, you need the walker. I was like, and then the wheelchair was never used.
mhm.
So thank you for joining us. The
Yeah. Thank
caretaker
you.
is about a nurse, a murderous nurse, male nurse at a hospital, who killed at least one patient for some reason.
Hmm.
Then finds a husband who got injured in a car accident, for some reason inserts himself into this family's life and takes over as the caretaker for this husband and for the family, becomes the caretaker at the house, and then ultimately tries to kill the husband to take the
To
family,
take his place.
to
Yeah,
take
to
his
take
place.
his family.
So
Yeah.
it's yeah. If I
Hmm.
may, I mean, so it just gets confusing, like I said, of what his motivations are, because he actually helped the guy like rehabilitate, and I was like, and I
Yeah.
didn't. Also, Jerry was an asshole, so anybody could have killed him. So I was like, I'm not sure. No one
Well,
came.
Jerry, now don't get me wrong. Jerry was a typical older neighbor. Like my
Yeah,
dad,
yeah.
unfortunately, my dad used to be like that. My dad hadn't driven since I was 12, David. And my father was like, don't park in front of my house. And I was like, Daddy, but why are you yelling at people? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have a car anymore. We can have company. Okay. 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 But do we have company right now? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I got that character. That was pretty spot on.
So to your point, and
Yeah.
in defense, right?
Yeah.
They were parking in front of his house. You have a parking lot next to
You
your
do.
house for one, which they showed us in the background. So it's
Right.
disrespectful to park in front of this house at all. Even
Hmm.
after he's dead, they still do it. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck y'all. Like you don't respect this. And I was like, so he had
Yeah.
time to record and go and the right, like it wasn't racial. He was just like, you are obviously disrespecting my
Oh
also.
no, no, it wasn't racial at all. I actually think didn't the guy say something in Spanish? I thought he said something in Spanish anyway.
Well, he still
Yeah,
could be
but I
racist.
don't. Yeah, he could still be racist, but
But
I don't think it was racial. I think it was anybody. Just
no.
don't
I'm
park
saying,
in front of the man's house. Yeah.
no, truly. I'm saying the line of you, why you people are disrespectful, and usually that's how we take it. I'm saying when the writers wrote it because he's clearly white or something. But I was like,
Mhm.
truly, he was tired of being disrespected by neighbors, which they were,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
continue to do it. And, oh,
Yeah.
that's what it is. That bitch told his wife told the
Lisa.
husband that
Uh-huh.
Jerry threatened her. I was like, what the fuck? Like, he didn't threaten anybody. He was like, why are you parking in front of my house? I
Right.
think she was trying to instigate shit to get him to come home and be a husband. What you gonna do? Fight Jerry? I mean, or the fact that you're parking in front of his house. He just like move on your side. You got again a parking lot apparently over there. I was like,
Right.
it just irritates.
And you
Also,
have a front of your own house. Like
yes,
park,
and
have your
apparently
people park there. Yeah.
no neighbors whatsoever because no one saw him kill the best friend and just drive off in that truck in the middle of
Yeah.
the day. Like,
Yeah.
no,
Well, did he kill her or did he punch? Because he punched her
he
and knocked
punched her,
her
but
out, but I think he killed her later on. Yeah.
we have to assume that he
You
killed her
have to
later
assume.
because
Yeah.
no one followed up on this poor woman.
No.
You can watch it on Tubi. It is a movie. I would not suggest that you watch it. I mean, just if you're looking for our
Yeah.
opinion,
If you're gonna watch it, just go ahead and fold clothes or something. Play on your phone because it's you don't need all that. It's not
it don't.
to me. It just wasn't that good. It
It
really
don't.
wasn't.
Yeah. For us
Mm-mm.
for the Dexter, I think it was Marcus that recommended the story about the guy who was trying to cut up people in the basement. The Sky Black was in it. Remember the one he looked fuck. Sky Black was in it. He was some kind of killer. That was a far better movie. I wish I could think of the title right now. Those
Mm.
sandwiches he made look really good. He really could put a sandwich together.
He really could. But you know something that got me? Okay, I don't know how many times you've had like a opioid or whatever. But when you swallow them, they have like a really bitter taste. No matter whether you place the pill in the back of your throat, like to swallow,
Mm.
the bitterness is what gets you.
It's
Okay.
distinct. You would know that you're
Yeah,
taking. Yeah.
yeah, you would know you're taking that. So it doesn't matter that he put it on whatever that
Sandwich was.
that sandwich was, or the sandwich spread. You're gonna taste it. You're definitely gonna taste it. I was kind of like, eh. And I'm sure that guy was on some type of codeine, some type of opioid because of the pain that he was in. Yeah.
And we never got a clear definition again. How bad was the accident? Was it spinal? Was it like that kind of thing? Like you can recover. Like so. Also from a racial casting perspective, I'm happy that the doctor was some type of Indian or something. Like I like
Yeah.
like
Yeah, because you rarely have someone that really, I mean, to be honest with you, you rarely see that it's an East Indian, right? You never
right.
really see that. Yeah.
I
And
was
most doctors are what? East
it,
Indian.
a lot of them. But about I said, but
They are.
it's common. It's common. But it was
Very.
interesting to see it in this type of movie. But like this man could not act. Like you could
No,
clearly
no, no,
tell
no. He couldn't. No.
it's almost like the script was on that iPad he was reading, and he was trying to get through the words the best he could. And I'm like, damn it. Like it was painful.
Yeah.
I can't believe Tyler Perry actors have done better. Like I was like, this is
Yeah.
painful to listen to. Hi,
Yeah.
you must take medication. You are injured. I was like, okay. And could we
Uh-huh.
get this out in any kind of faster manner? The wife's best friend got dumped in a ditch by the caretaker. It wasn't heard of since. No police, no report, no nothing.
No,
Just,
nothing.
just gone.
No
Just gone.
Lisa calling her and saying, "Hey,
Like,
you okay? How's everything going?" Nothing. And
haven't
did
seen
you? Yeah, haven't seen you.
I
Yeah,
haven't seen you in a little bit. Like, hey girl, we getting get up tonight. He knew he was getting drugged. He was trying to convince his wife. She didn't give a damn until she got drugged and ended up
exactly.
in his bed.
And do we think she got raped? Do we think she actually did get raped? Because I can't tell. Because I'm thinking, okay, that if you did get raped, that you would have some drippings. And I'm not trying to be graphic here. I'm just saying you would have some stuff going on downstairs, and you would have to go to the bathroom and take care of it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Stranger Next Door was named the movie I was talking about.
Okay. Okay.
Like, anyway, I hear what you're saying. And
Hmm.
again, just not flushed out. I
No.
don't think she got assaulted. I think he was trying to put it in her head, the thought in her head, and that maybe she would be okay with it. That's to me.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
But to me, again, never what level, what happened, why are you in? And then I thought again, what did she? I had dinner with him. I passed out and ended up in his bed. Why are you saying it like that? Like you had sex with him? Like the way she described it to her Miles, they did like they had sex, and I'm like, that's
Right.
not what happened. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Well, that's not how it's being portrayed. Well, I don't. That's the thing. Why are we trying to figure out the script? We shouldn't have to sit here and be like, well, maybe you did, or maybe you didn't, or let me see. Well, that's seeing this and that. No,
it's
write the script completely, a
yes,
beginning, a middle, and end, and
yes. It just I was Tim Reed was in that movie. And Stranger Next Door in that movie. But so again,
oh,
I
I
was
remember that. That's the one where the dad had dementia. The dad had dementia.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
all right. So I was anyway. So like you said, it was for a suspenseful murder mystery show. Like it was lacking. I was bored, and usually there's some type of detective following the case that ultimately explains who the caretaker is. He's been doing it for years, and we finally caught up with them, so you understand what the origin. What's his mo, right? Like, why did he pick you? Like, because this is not what we saw before. Is this like he was
Mm-hmm.
is he those angels of mercy that just basically runs around the hospital looking for people that near death or he thinks needs to die, and he tries to cover it up, right? None
Mm-hmm.
of this,
They didn't
none,
flush out the story well enough at all.
none
They
of
just kind
this,
of threw it at you and said, "Go with it."
right? And to your point of cameras, he's drugging me. I don't believe you, bitch. Put some cameras in, and you can watch him do it because
Oh,
I'm passed out.
absolutely.
Because I'm passed out, right? So like you can put up our own cameras and see what he's doing to me. You know what I'm saying?
Cameras are this little nowadays.
I
Okay,
mean,
you could have just put one like on the side of the TV, and
yeah,
he would have never known. And then actually, there was no TV in that room. But anyway, somewhere, put it on the dresser, right? And you would have been able to see what's going on with your husband day to day. And
yes,
don't have one just in the room. Have one in the bathroom. Have one in the hallway. You know what I'm saying? Like when you leave your person, you need to know what's going on. And we have cameras nowadays where you can see what's going on. And this man is telling you that he's being knocked out. He feels like he's drugging him, and you don't do any kind of investigation. What kind of life are you? Like,
just I mean, so I do. So in the hospital, as being who I am, I was gonna say as a man, but when he was like, okay, this is what the therapy that you need, and we need to move on. And he was like, all right, fine. Like somebody came in here different. Okay, fine. I could see me probably saying that, especially when I didn't even meet the other guy. I could see, but like
right.
to your point, usually Terry would be the one to be like, let me see your credentials, let me see your reviews. Like that's who she is, right? Like she would have been far
Mhm.
more like doing a background check of this dude.
She's a
Um,
wife. That's what a wife would do. Because if the script was flipped and Terry was in the bed, you would be asking the
I
same
want to know.
questions.
I want to know,
Yeah.
but especially if she's like, I'm being hurt. There's something
Yes.
wrong, right? Like I'm like, I need the second opinion. And but so they tried to address it where the wife was like, oh, well, maybe we should go see the doctor. And he's like, well, if you go see a doctor, he might get committed to a psycho facility because he or he may be readmitted because he's not progressing. Then maybe he needs to get readmitted because he's not happy. He's saying there's something wrong here. And I need usually this is where in a better story, wife does call and check on this. Who is Nate? You know, I'm hearing crazy things. Can you tell me? Well, it's funny. He was the one that was put on suspension because one of his patients died. Oh, it wasn't the other guy. And then that kind of gets flushed out, right? And then she could, right, especially at the end when he has to reveal, you know, who he is and he's trying to kill everybody. I would have had cameras installed before he even came into my home.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because now he's lit. What about this man saying he can live here now, like full time? Like that's. But again, cost. Like can y'all afford this? Because only one of you is working, and I don't even know how much unless you sued whoever hit you, and like now you got all kinds of insurance money coming in. Just no mention of money of like how we paying for this shit, right?
Right.
If I'm the husband, that's what I would have said. How are we paying for 24-hour care?
Exactly. We don't need 24 hours. And that's the thing too. Why did you feel that you needed 24-hour care? I mean, basically, Chase can take care of himself. Chase is almost a teenager, right? Boy, look about 13, 14 years old. They know how to, if you didn't train your child well enough, that's your problem. Because he should be able to cook a little small meal if he needs to, right? Come home from school, cook your own little small meal, and he should be able to go in his room, do his homework, and watch TV. I don't understand. I gotta take care of Chase and you. Yes, bitch, because you're married with a child. Like, what's wrong with you?
Again, it's probably only been a couple of weeks. Like she's
not even weeks. I don't even think it was weeks. Maybe a week and a half, and you already. Oh, I don't know what to do.
He's already broke down. I was like, I was confused. It's a decent idea. It's a standard idea. It was just a bad movie. Like it was poorly.
It was just written. It wasn't completely written. That's what I would say.
The characters not flushed out. Also, the ending. I thought they were trying to set up a part 2. I did like the idea that now wife needs a caretaker, right?
Yeah, and he looked like, but that was good.
I was like, okay, I see what you're trying to do. The thing is, he should have sued the hospital.
Yes,
because the person that he was employed by the hospital, he was working there. Look what he did. I'm suing the hospital. I'm suing the people who hit me and put me in this hospital, and I'm suing y'all too. And that's it. Like that's the end of the movie. And they're like, oh my God, we didn't know. Like you should have known. So we find out, like they investigate and find the other person that he killed and why he killed. I thought somehow he was related to the family, to Miles and them somehow. Like there had to be a reason. Like there was a cousin or uncle or something. But it was like, nah, he just randomly,
just some random dude that you killed, and then that's it. I was like, to me, there's just no real beginning. Like, give me more of the beginning. Like, let's follow this crazy dude in the hospital, and he seems to be a nice guy, but he's not a nice guy. And then he kills this patient, and then they investigate the patient dying, and they suspend him. We see this. We see all of this, right? And then we move forward where he's like sneaking around and taking the other guy's job, right? We actually see that. He kills the other caretaker, maybe, and then we get more. To me, oh my gosh. If you're going to write a script, just write it completely. I'm just saying.
Yeah, they had an opportunity, Marcus. I made an effort. We made an effort. We watched it. I was impressed with Miles basically beating him up. I was impressed. All of a sudden he got the strength to be like bam, bam, bam.
But it looked very fake. I'm sorry. It did. It was like,
yeah.
I was like, what are we doing? Like, what? That man is not under you or in front of you.
It's like that's not how that works. And this dude, again, he was somehow just so incapacitated that he couldn't fight back. Like,
well, because he did hit him with the cane first. Remember, he hit him in the face with the cane and the blood splattered. Yeah.
All right. Because I was like, it must have been pretty hard because he just basically just laid there and let him beat his face in. And then again, no cops. This is where the cops come.
Right.
Oh my God, sir.
Wait a minute. When the little boy went into the bathroom and had the phone in his hand, did not lock the door, did not lock the door, and he had the phone in his hand, and he was trying to figure out how to dial 911. You are 13, 14 years. My 4-year-old could have figured out, okay, how to dial 911 and had
That's
the cops there.
I don't understand what he was doing. It looked like he was trying to open the phone. Like he typed in some code or some shit. Like what were you
But the
trying to
phone
do?
was open and it had the dial where you can dial and he was sitting on the floor. He had it to dial, and I was like, is he looking for a specific person to call?
What I thought
Okay, sir, your mother and father are fighting for their lives.
lives
911.
one and to
I
your
was like, that's crazy.
and to your point, bad parenting because especially particularly now, your dad is incapacitated, right?
That's
It may
right.
just ruin him. You need to be able to dial
Yeah.
911 at least for your dad. If something and like you're right, he should be old enough to be able to figure that out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It was painful. It
Yeah,
was painful to watch.
I've seen YouTubes where 5-year-olds have called 911. A little boy, his mom had a seizure, right? And he knows what a seizure is because his mom explained it to him.
Mm.
And he was taught to dial 911 and he did it. And it was
Oh,
real.
oh,
5 years old. Okay. So if a 5-year-old can do that, sir, they
this
should
boy.
have written this 13-year-old, 14, whatever he was, but that is bad parenting because, your parents are the ones who teach you about 911.
They should. And
Yeah.
in this particular instance, you're absolutely right. Absolutely, because there
Yeah.
was clearly a medical. Again, it could be a serious medical issue going on in the house. You need to be able to call someone, responsible.
Right.
So that was bad. I didn't,
Mhm.
it wasn't like the '90s when we grew up where there was only one phone in the house and he could have pulled the cord, so you can't dial
Right.
911.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like
Exactly.
that's a whole different thing. I don't know. I don't know. And he would have had his own phone probably at that age anyway. Um.
Hmm.
So
Oh,
yeah, I don't.
absolutely. What? I know my friend gave her 5-year-old a actual phone, but it doesn't dial anyone but the grandmother, the dad, and the mom.
Oh,
And yeah, it has like you have to program it in there so the
yeah.
kid can't actually, yeah, it's
Oh, that's cute.
pre-programmed.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
yeah, I don't give anything else. I don't give the movie more time. It don't need it.
No,
It don't need
absolutely not. Don't watch it. No, I'm just joking.
it.
I mean, I'm sorry. I don't like to do that. Okay, so look, all I'm saying to the writer, if you watch this, is that the story was just incomplete. I'm
Yeah,
not saying the acting was bad, except for the doctor, but everything else was pretty good. It's just, and maybe it was because you had limited funds. I get that. I get that. I do. But you have to write a complete story. We need a beginning, a middle, and an
yeah,
end,
yeah,
and that's just storytelling, right?
yeah,
So
yeah. Like
yeah.
it's well, we again standard arc of a horror movie. It just didn't go where it was supposed to. Like suspense killer
Right.
movie. And it again another easy lifetime story. That they could have flushed out in 90 minutes, and I don't know why they didn't do it right. But Marcus, thank you so much for being a part of the channel that you even provide these kind of recommendations. I'll look at some of the other things and see what we can do. A lot of holes in the story, but it wasn't the worst movie. I will give you that. And for
Yeah,
production
we've
value,
seen worse. We've seen worse
we've
movies.
seen damn.
Yeah.
But no, you're right. You're right. It made more logical sense than Love Don't Pay the Bills. I mean, in the sense like it wasn't the random maid. You know what I'm saying? Like you could see how
Yeah.
they got to where they got. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's
Right.
just but
Right.
more depth to the character. So I would definitely say required unrequited requited is good.
Oh,
Um,
I saw that. I
is
did.
it good?
It's yeah, it's pretty good. It's not fantastic, but it's worth a watch. I would say that
All right. So
for
then for
sure.
Tubi, that's good enough.
Hmm. Hmm.
So you want
Yeah, I saw it when it first came out. That was
when
like a couple of months ago.
unrequited. All right, so maybe we'll put it on the list. We'll put it Candy, do you want us to review it? Um, it's worth a watch. Correct. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I will. So we'll put it on the list. Thank you for the recommendations. I will. We'll put it on the list for let's say next weekend. I guess so. We're saying we're doing next week. We're doing the boys, divorced sisters from um something. Imperfect Women finale. That's 4.
Yeah, can't wait.
We got it. We got it.
Wednesday.
We got to see how
Yes.
this ends. For that. So we'll put this on the list. We'll put this on the list. Yes, please. All right. So we'll put it on the list for next weekend. I just gotta watch it apparently. And Ink will be back. So maybe he will check it out with us. And some other things. But looking forward, the Shy is next month. Nemesis is next month because May will be here before you know it. We got those 2 starting next month. We're gonna do Daredevil, which ends sometime next month. We're gonna do season 2 that I finally got to Jessica Jones with that. And then in June, there's something coming. I just saw it. Oh, Star Trek in June. We're not gonna review that. But we got plenty of content coming. Enjoyed the conversation as always. But thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's 50-50 on the likes. Marcus, it's all, again, I just appreciate you. This wasn't as bad as some of the other stuff that you've asked us to review, and I was like, you need to explain this shit. But no, it was fun. It was fun. I wanted to be more, but I understood what they were trying to achieve. So that's something. So thank you guys so much. Have a great week. And we will see you on Saturday starting at 4:00, as we'd like to do it.
I will say thank you guys very much for hanging out with us. I see people watching us in the chat.
I enjoy the view very much. I don't know what the fuck I was watching.
Rewatch this. Rewatch this when we're done. Rewatch this. You'll see what we're talking about. You'll be like, oh shit.
Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
But do go there.
Oh shit.
Stacey, do your thing. Fuck that shit.
But anyway, please like and share and comment on the video and all that kinds of stuff. As they say, we're just gonna end this broadcast and say bye.